Marshall has always been the amp that sounds great with a drum kit, in a room, in a real life rock situation. It's got the muscle, it has the power, it'll cut through the mix. So to me, if you're a pro guitar player doing shows, doing stuff in the studio, living a real guitar life, it's the only amp to have.
Marshall is one of the most distinctive tones. There's they have so many different amps, but there's a certain quality about it. There's a clarity, there's the right amount of drive, and the tonal quality is just, to me, ideal for a guitar player.
Man, honestly, there's nothing you can really say about Marshall amps that hasn't already been said, other than, it's really the amp that every other amp manufacturer wants to be. Everybody tries to mimic what that does. You can't, don't even try.
Well, I hate to admit, if I experiment with other amp, I would just say, can you give me a Marshall sound? Just kind of, ironic, of course. I know what I'm looking for, and it always seems that's the way I'm describing it. Well, give me a Marshall sound, so it says something about the company,
Well, I'm kind of the guy that once I land on something, I must like it. That's how I landed on it. And I'm not a guy to, you can't throw money at me to change my mind. I think credibility is one thing. I've got a lot of credibility. Marshall's got more credibility than I do. So, it's a good marriage for me.
If you think about a wall of amps, you think about a wall of Marshalls. That's just, ingrained in your head. So obviously Marshall has the history. And there's something about the Marshall sound, the mid-range, and there's no abrasiveness to it. It's even the crunchiest, nastiest, overdriven sound always has a great balance to it.
Marshall is an icon, that has been placed on this earth that will never be replaced. And I just got through working with a gentleman named Ronnie James Dio, who's also an icon on this earth who will never be replaced. And the only thing he ever wanted his guitar players to play was Marshalls.
There isn't actually a single brand for me that delivers the same kind of singing tone mixed with the power. Some people would say it's brutal, but there's also something gentle about it, and it's hard to describe. It works very well for me, and so that's why I'm playing it still.
Well, I'm a little bit the same way with everything, I'm purist as far as the originality of things, and this is the original, this is the best from the beginning, and being copied, never replicated, I don't know how to explain it, except, to me, there is no other, that's it. It's got to be Marshall, a lot of them too.